Hi everyone, this is Ryan Schambers. I was the PC winner of Fremont, California, and here's another Pokemon I used at the tournament. And everything about my credentials will be in the description, so make sure to check it out if you don't know really much about me yet. Okay, so we're going to jump right into it. The first Pokemon we're going to talk about today is Oranguru, and I would recommend either citrus berry or mental herb. And citrus berry is good because it gives you a lot of health that's desperately needed when you're setting up Trick Room, usually in the back. Sometimes I like to set it up in the front, but it has the ability telepathy. People use it pretty much on all their Rangaroos. I mean, they may use inner focus. I'm not sure if it gets symbiosis, but for the vast majority of them, they're going to use telepathy, and they're going to use like a move that hits your ally. And it would be kind of weird if someone used Oranguru with a move that didn't hit your ally, but I could see it with like Torkoal or something, so I could see why someone would want inner focus on it. Okay, so if you're not using a move that hits your ally, then you should probably use a different ability other than telepathy. So Oranguru is psychic normal type, so it actually is a good counter for Tapu Lele, and I feel like it has better defensive typing overall than Porygon 2 because it resists the psychic, and in psychic terrain that can do a lot, but it resists it, so it would have to Moonblast it, or I mean it could psychic if it wanted to, but it would resist it, and it would also resist the psychic Z move, Shattered Psyche or something like that. Okay, so that's one way to use Oranguru, and let's go back to it. So the first move is Trick Room. So that's pretty common. It just reverses the speeds for about 4 usable turns. And then Instruct, it basically copies your ally, their move. So it's not like a helping hand. It basically makes them use the move twice at your speed. So this Oranguru, it's supposed to be, people like to use min speed with it. I'd use min speed with it. Relax seems the best way to use it in my experience because I used Sassy at the Premier Challenge, and I felt like all the powerful hits against it were physical. Because, I mean, it resists the Psychic, like I was saying earlier, versus Tapu Lele, and it has the same speed as Porygon 2. I just make it min speed possible. Just go relaxed, max HP. I don't think you need really much offense with it because you should normally be using Instruct a lot with your allies or setting up Trick Room, so you're not going to get a lot of times where it can attack by itself, but maybe your ally wants to protect for some reason, and you can use whatever you want. So I actually used Thunderbolt at the PC because I had Tapu Koko with electric terrain, so it boosted that by 50%, and the reason why is because it would super affect pretty much all the wide guarders like Araquanid or Celestelia. So I wanted to really make sure I hit those hard and used a move that they didn't expect. I just felt like Psychic is so expected on it. But Psychic is really good. So here's one idea. HP Ice. So if you were just using it with Gigalith, then probably HP Ice is the way to go for like Garchomp, Crocodile, other ground types. Maybe dragon flying type like Salamence. Okay, and then Protect seems needed on it just for making sure it doesn't take any damage sometimes, and then you can just set a Trick Room later, especially versus Z moves to really weaken the damage, and then it can set up a Trick Room later. Okay, so then this is the Mental Herb one. You saw Ben Kiriaki use it to get top 4 in London, so Mental Herb is definitely the first or second best item with it other than Citrus Berry because Oranguru gets taunted a lot. So it's really important that you get the Trick Room up. If you're taunted, you can't get the Trick Room up, and that's kind of the point of it, and Instruct, and you can't protect either. So it shuts down almost all its moves, and it makes it so that you can only use your attacking move, which is probably Psychic. So most people are going to run Psychic with Oranguru. There are different moves, so you can use Thunderbolt, HP Ice. I would just pick a move that works well for your team. So Psychic could be even better if you use like Tapu Lele. Okay, so that's pretty much the way to use Oranguru. So just fiddle around with the Citrus Berry, the Mental Herb. I'd say those are the only two items that I'd use and that I'd recommend. So I'm not going to really list more, but I mean, maybe I could see some sort of resist berry like the Cold Burberry that resists dark or something. But basically, almost all the Orangurus are going to use telepathy, and they're going to use Trick Room, Instruct. Instruct is basically like doubling your ally's offense. So, but it's high investment and it doesn't have a lot of coverage. That's a drawback with it. Like if you use Rock Slide twice, what if they resist Rock Slide twice? You know, same with Eruption, same with anything if you're using it with Torkoal or something. So the reason why I picked Oranguru in my Premier Challenge is because I could Earthquake next to it, I could Discharge next to it, I could do a lot of things next to it, and it wouldn't even mind at all. So I could switch in Oranguru when I needed to. It gave me more options. That's what I really liked about it. And you're seeing not very much Oranguru anymore. So I think it's because people don't like that fact where you have to really plan out the battle and invest a lot in your allies. But I still feel like it can be really good. So you saw Ben Kariaki, he used Hariyama with it. So Hariyama, Tapu Lele definitely counters Hariyama. So Oranguru, Hariyama seem to be like great pairs. And I can see why he would want it also because Hariyama is very powerful. He used Vitimian Z, the Z move. Now, there's another way to use it. I'll get into the Hariyama move set later, but Flame Orb or Vitimium Z seems the best way to use it, so you get some good, strong fighting moves and other moves as well. So that pretty much covers Oranguru. You could use it with a Surfer, a Discharger, an Earthquaker, or you could use it for something that doesn't even hit it, like an Eruptioner. So Oranguru can definitely fit on a lot of teams, and I feel like it's really underrated still. There's still a lot of potential with it, especially when at the Premier Challenge, I ended up instructing a Snarl a whole bunch of times. Maybe not a whole bunch of times, but at least once or twice versus Brandon in the finals. And I know using it on other teams, I've instructed Blizzards before, I've instructed Earthquakes, and it just really works well, Instruct, with its speed. So I wish it was a little bit slower so that it wouldn't speed tie with Porygon 2 and all these other Pokemon, but it's good enough. I'll take it. I can't put it on every team and have it do well, but it could definitely be useful on a lot of teams. So please give me feedback in the comments section below, and thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one.